You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The Herons are champs. Yeah. Roll south to Freedom Park, rocking pink and black. Official tissue in the 305, bounty full of greats. The Battered Fan with Chris and Dan dropping hot takes. Messi and the Herons start the season with a star on the crest, so 29 fan bases can cry, cause we the best. Sign homegrowns like Noah, Frey and Ruiz, replacing goats with greats. Yeah, Miles got the cheese and he called it. Freedom to dream was the backbone. From Lockhart to Miami, it feels good to be at home. Multiple times a week on YouTube and audio. Take the time to subscribe, like and share the show. So check and chat, grab your MLS cup and coming. No question about it, I'm ready to get a star again.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 568 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Granada, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
This has been a disaster, Danny. I mean, this is one of the worst games I've seen. I'm going to try to fix my microphone because for some reason it's not connecting, but can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good?
I can tell it doesn't sound bad. I can tell it's not the mic, but it doesn't sound bad.
Okay. All right.
It was a slot fest. I don't know what I watched. You know what? I think I fell asleep towards the end of the first half. I was laying there and I woke up and I was like, oh crap, it's halftime. Like I'm pretty sure I dozed out. Like that was such a bore fest. Both teams played like complete crap in the first half. Both teams played like crap in the second half. Toronto had like what, 2 chances and they scored on both of them. Oh, they had 3 chances. And Ian Frey cleared that third chance off the line. Like both teams played like crap. Inter Miami, Hoyo's mood, like there's so much crap to go around. It's just been terrible. It's terrible. And it's gotten to the point where, last week in the Philadelphia game where we didn't beat Philadelphia, but I told you that I wasn't too worried. Oh, it was the Nashville game that we lost. And I said, I'm not too worried. And the Philadelphia game, we played terrible in the second half. I'm still not too worried. It's worrisome at this point because this team looks lost. Berterame comes back, and, everybody, he was playing okay right before the World Cup break. We thought that him, Suarez, and Messi had figured things out. We were putting up goals. His work rate was coming up, right? We missed his work rate or whatever. And he comes back, and he's doing what he did before, which is missing clear shots. It's just, I don't know. It's just bad. It's just bad.
I shout out to Mr. Krabs with a $2 super slam. He is a very observant person. This team got Chris wearing a Miami FC kit. Absolutely. After that slop of a game.
Let me tell you something, Chris. I went looking online for that kit that you're wearing. For those that don't know, that kit, and you don't have to stand up to show anybody, but if you guys look up that kit is one of the most beautiful kits. I wish Inter Miami would have done something like that, because it's a kit that has like a map of like every single neighborhood in Miami. Like
yes.
it is a work of art. But anyway, that's enough about Miami FC.
And this is I literally told myself I'm not going to wear any Inter Miami drip for this post game. Well, I got the Marlins Sugar Kings hat on. I got the Miami FC. I'm not wearing any Inter Miami gear because they don't deserve. First of all, they didn't deserve. Well, I mean, Messi scored the goal. So I guess they deserve the goal. But like, I want
ball by the ball.
Oh yeah, but I want everybody to understand. Like, don't let the score line fool you. This was a horrible game by Inter Miami. Horrible.
It was. But you know what? And credit to them because they won. But I didn't think Toronto looked good either. They looked terrible also. And I came dressed for the occasion. I couldn't find my black and pink one. But I'm wearing my Ready to Get Hurt Again. Like, we're back here. We're back here to the Ready to Get Hurt Again shirts. Because it's like I'm going into these games with no confidence. That's 5 winless games in a row. We've lost 4 out of the last 5. And Toronto, guess how many games they had won in their last 14? Guess how many games they've won in their last 14 matches?
2.
Now 2 in the last 15 if you include this one. It was one going into the game, one win in their last 14. The first time Toronto ever wins in Miami. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right. I don't even know where to begin.
I'm sorry because my microphone's giving me a ton of problems.
But you know what? The microphone doesn't sound that bad. Like I said, it doesn't sound like your normal mic, but it doesn't sound bad. You know where I want to start? I want to start here. Thank you. It was perfect timing, Soccer Daddy. This is where I want to start. Hoyos isn't going anywhere.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hoyos isn't going anywhere. He was hired as an interim head coach or manager. We knew. We've talked about it. His history shows you he is not good at this job. Every stop that he's had, he hasn't done well. So we knew he wasn't going to be good here. Now, when he first got on, he started sending numbers forward. That's great. We started outscoring the other teams, right? We were putting up 3, 4, 5 goals. That game against Philadelphia when we scored 6, but we gave up 4. But everybody's like, oh, it's fun. No, he's doing an okay job. I tried my best to be optimistic once we got back from the World Cup break. I tried. But then I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The reason I bring up Hoyos is because he's not going to go anywhere. So it's pointless to even write Hoyos out. It's pointless.
Well, but I mean, this was poor.
Whatever mic you just put on is terrible. The mic that you had on before was great.
All right, give me a second.
So Hoyos isn't going anywhere. So let's just live with it. And let's figure out what this idiot can do to maybe fix some things. How about stop starting Muda? Oh, no, he didn't even start him, but he put him in.
He put him in.
Muda? You have Caicedo on the bench. Put in Caicedo.
Can you hear me better now?
The original mic was better. I don't know what mic you had before, but it was much better than whatever you're doing now.
Okay, is this better?
Yes.
Okay. So while I figure out what's happening with my shit here, the fact that he went to Muda instead of Caicedo, it's worrisome to me. Because if you don't believe in Caicedo as much as you believe in Muda, and you took Muda out early in the first half a couple games ago, that's not good, Danny. Like,
Daddy said that Muda played well. This is what I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm sorry, Chris, to cut you off, Chris.
What?
I was curious because Robert Fraser for Toronto isn't the best coach, but he's decent, right? So I was like, I wonder where they decided to attack. Guess where the majority of their attack was built up once Muda came into the game?
Right down Muda Avenue.
45% of their buildup came down Muda alley. The alley, just give him it. Muda, just move out the way. What are you doing? Just give him the alley. That's where 45% of the play got built up. Muda isn't good in the attack. He's not good defensively. I hate his smile. I hate his face. I hate the way he runs. I hate the way he walks. I hate the way he talks, even though I've never heard him talk. Get that guy out of here.
Listen, I can't blame anybody but all those people that believe in Argentine right backs trying to steal the position from Ian Frey. All of you that believe in these Argentine right backs, you all need to go down Muda alley immediately. This is one of the worst showings defensively, and the midfield was just atrocious.
Well, Falcon was our best midfielder, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was basically playing camp. Like every ball that got that got crossed, it landed in Falcon's feet for somehow.
And yes, Soccer Daddy, we hate his face.
I hate everything about that guy. I hate him.
He's one of the worst defenders I've ever seen, right?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just emotional right now, but he's pissing me off.
And look, MK saying a very big fact. Falcon, shoot, you idiot. and he did not.
What's he even doing up there?
He's striking it.
And let me tell you something. That first goal, I think St. Clair could have and should have gotten to it. But you saw how that transition got started because Falcon got sucked in. I don't know where he went after, but Falcon went ahead and he like got sucked in. He like tried to mark. I don't know who the hell he was. Left his guy completely uncovered and then off on the transition. Like, what is Falcon doing?
So
he likes to gamble. He likes to gamble and he tries to like play the passing lanes. I guess I don't know what he's doing.
Are we gonna go step by step here, Danny?
I don't know. I don't even know. Look, I don't even know what the hell I watched today. It was just such crap from beginning to end.
And I'm gonna get to your comment there, Mike V. I'm saving it because when we cover that, we're gonna get to that. But there's a lot of questions here. Did St. Clair have a good game?
He didn't have a good game, but you know what? He allowed like the 2 goals that there was 3 shots on goal, technically, right? There was 3 shots on goal technically, right? Because I don't know if that counts as a shot, that deflection that Ian Frey cleared off the line.
But I mean, technically.
Right. So I guess it was 3 shots on goal and 2 of them went in. So yeah, I guess based off of that, he didn't have a good game at all. But he didn't face many shots. The defense, I'm telling you, Toronto didn't play well today. Like Toronto didn't look like world beaters.
No,
they didn't even look good. That was a bad game, both teams, but they converted on the few chances that they had. So they got the dub. That's all you need. You need to score once or twice and you win the game. But they didn't look good either.
Yeah, but Francisco is mentioning here, first goal, St. Clair was covered by defenders. The worst part is that they weren't defending.
No, but
defenders that weren't defending.
When they show that camera view like behind the goal, that ball like sneaks in between 2 defenders and he sees it really late.
It's between Frey and Allen.
Yeah, like I wish he would have gotten it, but I could see why it would be difficult because that thing just randomly shows up. But whatever. Both keepers,
I mean,
I'm not happy with either keeper, and everybody knows that by now.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
Soccer Daddy said skip the first half. Just start discussing from the second half.
Skip the first half. The first half was atrocious too.
It was.
I mean,
you want to hear first half stats?
Sure. I mean, should I do the starting lineup?
Oh, I mean, if you want. This game was such crap.
We're all over the place.
I kind of wanted to finish this show already because I'm so mad. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do the stupid starting lineup.
You know what? And Chris is here saying, you hate Mura's face. Do you think Hoyos has commercial face for Inter Miami franchise business? I hate Hoyos' face too. And you want to know what the worst part is in the post game? I can't wait to hear the post game after.
And you know what? And let me go back. I don't hate Mura's face. You know why I said I hate Mura's face? Because I feel like whenever he does something, no, I don't hate Mura's face. I don't hate anybody's face. They're doing what they try. They try their best. You know what I hate about Mura's face? That every time they show him on camera after he messes up, he's smiling, and that shit pisses me off.
Yeah, like
he's always smiling. Whenever he messes up, he's smiling, and so it's not necessarily his face; it's the fact that he's always smiling no matter what happens. So good for him. He's getting paid to play football. I mean, I guess that's a good reason to smile. But as a fan, it pisses me off that every time he messes up, they zoom in on him and he's just smiling. It's like, ugh.
Well, let me tell you, Mr. Spider Pig, Falcon might be slower than your abuela, but he cooks like your abuela. When he brings it down the middle, boy, he is camming it. He played better than most of our midfielders.
He just said Mura wasn't even the problem in this game. Nobody was the problem in this game on defense because Toronto played like crap.
No, everybody was the problem.
Toronto got 2 shots on goal, or 3 shots on goal the entire game. Like
except Ian Frey.
The defense wasn't necessarily the problem. Toronto sucks. It's that we couldn't get through the midfield, and then once we got to the final third, we couldn't connect the pass for our lives. It's like, what the hell? What's going on? It was just.
Starting lineup, guys. So in goal, we have Dane St. Clair. Back 4, we have Ian Frey at the right back, Regilon at the left back, and then your partnership in crime, the deadly duo of Falcon and Lujan, a.k.a. Project Pat.
I have a question for you, Chris. Oh, maybe you could do a poll.
I mean, I already got the goalie Poli loaded.
Do you think the Caicedo did something in which he should like? Because I forgot what game it was, but he had a poor game. He had a great game to start off. I think it was Montreal,
and then the
next game he had like an off game, and then we haven't seen him since. Do you think he doesn't like he messed up enough where he doesn't deserve to play? Because I don't understand. Falcon isn't good, in my opinion. I don't think he's been playing well. Lujan has been okay.
Well, the worst part is like I said, if you compare Caicedo to our other center backs, which are essentially considered our backups, right? Because Mikhail is considered a starter. In reality, do you feel like he fits the bill better than Falcon or Lujan, considering that they just came off of a long time being injured?
I think so. And again, I don't think the defense was that big of like. Yes, they caught us on transition twice. They scored on us twice. That sucks. But like in the overall scheme of things, Toronto wasn't pressing the issue. Like they held possession. How long did they hold possession in this game?
Johnny Vice and user KK is saying Regilon disappointing and awful. 1000%.
Where did
Let me look for Rubita's comments. Somebody asked me to put up Rubita's comments. Rubita says it's not the goalies. Inter Miami defense is trash. It has been trash since Columbus discovered America.
Look, in the second half, where do you think the majority of our buildup came from?
In the second half?
Yeah, left channel, right channel, or up the middle?
I would say that's interesting. Maybe up the middle.
Always. 37% of our buildup was up the middle. And what's
so
the
can I get back?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I get back to the starting lineup, Danny?
Go ahead.
We haven't even started our show properly. We're here like blocking bullets from the chat.
I'm sorry, I'm upset.
So again, dynamic duo, aka Dumb and Dumber, Lujan and Falcone at center back. You have your prestigious midfield with Rodrigo De Paul, Casemiro, and Segovia. And then you have the top three where you have Messi on the right wing, Berterame at the left wing, and then Suarez up top as your lone striker. So Berterame finally making his debut back. What'd you think of the starting lineup?
I was happy to see Berterame was back because I thought that they would put pressure on that Toronto back line, cause a couple turnovers, and maybe get some easy chances. They didn't start the game that way. They kind of just let Toronto kind of sit on the ball, and it didn't happen until like the 25th minute or so that they finally started pressing high.
This is time to
yeah, we started pressing high. I don't know, man. I don't. You know what's interesting about this game? And I understand that the defense sucks. But again, Toronto's attack wasn't that great. We couldn't break them down. We couldn't deliver the right ball. And especially at the end of the game, once we scored that goal, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but when we scored that goal, like once Toronto locked down, like we had nothing.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned something last show where you wanted pace. We got Berterame back. That's a nice story. But we know that that's not bringing pace. And so that's going to limit us again in our attack. We're not going to bring in Delanois. We're not going to bring in Pinter. So again, we're limited in the attack, even though we're bringing in Berterame.
And then AJ saying we looked so out of sync. How many passes? How many played passes did we have?
Listen, I'll tell you right now, Maxi Falcone was our best passer from the back. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Maxi Falcone connected on a couple dimes, a couple lasers down the field. Like his passes were more crisp than Casemiro's passes.
Casemiro
was from further back.
Casemiro attempted 66 passes. If you had to take a wild guess, how many did he connect on?
Connect
a lot of, and
on.
remember that a lot of them are short
Yeah,
passes.
but he's
so it's gonna
doing
be a high
he's doing a little shitty
number.
fucking
Okay,
bullshit.
so how many?
I'd say like 38.
Oh no, a lot more than that. A lot more than that.
Okay, like
No,
56.
Yeah, close. 58. A lot for a player to be poor, like percentage wise, when connecting passes, they probably didn't connect on like I don't know, like 10, 12, 15.
Hold
Like,
on.
it's not gonna be anything crazy.
Sean is asking who had more touches, Casemiro or Frey. He's curious.
I'll tell you right now. Ian Frey. Wow, yeah, by a
Whoa.
lot too.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
but Ian Frey was
played
playing center back. He's playing center back.
Like,
though.
yeah, you
Center-
can't.
center-
Sean,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
no,
do
the center back's always gonna lead that. But you know, okay, I'll tell you this. So Casemiro had, but he also came out early of the game, and Rodrigo De Paul was the one pushing the tempo and the end of the game. So that's why these numbers might be so skewed. But Casemiro had 78 touches. Rodrigo De Paul had 102.
Whatever.
Rodrigo De Paul was the one leading the charge at the end of the game.
Rodrigo De Paul's a complete fucking bitch, is what he is. Fucking bitch. A little fucking baby complainer. Like, oh my God. And then he starts talking shit to the opponents. Like, dude, you're such a bitch.
Isn't that why you like Falcon?
Yeah, but he's a little bitch about it. Falcon is like more of like I'm a grinder out here in these streets. He's a defender. He gets his elbows dirty.
So does
Rodrigo De Paul is just, oh, I'm Rodrigo De Paul, and I'm fucking better, and I played in this league, and I played in the World Cup. Oh my God, I'm so much better than you, little MLS person.
Okay, I feel like that was a harsh take. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
Rodrigo De Paul never coming on the show. Okay, got that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he watches, but for sure after this episode.
But I mean, nobody's ever gonna come on the show. But like, there's certain people that we can
guaranteed.
We know that are gonna come on, and Rodrigo De Paul is now one. Coco Jean is another.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're doing a good job.
Yeah, I mean, Robbie Robinson's towing the line. I'd love to have him on, to be perfectly honest, but. I mean, I don't think we've ever been critical of Robbie Robinson.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But you look, I'll give you this. I do think he complains a lot. But you say you like that. I tell you I don't like it. I told you I don't like when Falcon does it. I don't like it.
Ooh, Allende will never be on here.
Yeah, Allende is another one that would never be on here. Or Facundo Mura either.
Can you tell me how many long passes get connected by those players? Because I guarantee you that Falcon, if there's a way to see that.
There is. I'll give it to you right now.
If there is a way to see that, I guarantee you Falcon connected on more long passes that were like than Casemiro.
Oh, then Casemiro, yes, probably.
Yes, because
Casemiro connected on 4 of 8. Falcon connected on 3 of 5. So technically a higher percentage, but not more.
Look at that. I mean, we are on it.
You know who connected on the most long balls?
I would say Ian Frey.
Your boy Rodrigo De Paul.
Oh no, fuck that. Listen, of course, because he has the ball all the time. So much better.
All right, but he connected on 6 to 10 of them at 60%.
Well, I mean, you know what? But it's not as good as Falcon. Falcon is 60%.
They're both 60%.
Well, it is. Yeah, they're both 60%. But you know what? If Falcon hits 60 and you RDP are RDP, oh my God, the best ever. Oh my God. You shouldn't be having the same percentage as Falcon. Shame on you.
Why is Rodrigo De Paul catching so many strays today when he was like the driving force in the comeback attempt?
Listen, he was great. Like in terms of those pushing passes and pressing for like 5 minutes, right? And that beautiful pass to Messi. I mean, that was like God's gift.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It was, right? So forget about you guys saying that my takes are shit because that play was good. Okay, but I got to be critical on the other stuff too.
Yeah, but you
can't be critical.
You called him a bad word.
Well, I mean, but he's a bitch because he's complaining and he's talking so much shit to the players. Like, oh, you think you could bully me? No, it's him bullying them, and they're just not standing for it.
Okay.
Like, and you're losing, dude. You're losing, and you're talking all this shit.
Well, did you ever think that they were talking shit to him first?
No, I doubt it.
Why?
I doubt it. Toronto, nah.
If I was playing against Inter Miami, and I'm like, whose skin could I get under? There's 2 players, or 3 really, that you can get. You just say a couple words to them, and you can get them riled up. Who are they? Rodrigo De Paul, Luis Suarez, and Falcon.
Nah, I don't know about that. Let me tell you something. Luis Suarez and Falcon are made of they're made of Teflon, bro. Teflon, yes. They are strong. What? Que pena, Chris?
When we get to that, I think we're all going to have to give it to Chris. I think you've had plenty of opportunities to get out RDP this season because he's had some bad performances. I've been calling him out on bad performances. Today, he was the driving force in the comeback attempt. We didn't come back, but today's not the day to do it.
But why is it illegal to go after someone just because they had an assist of the game?
Because it doesn't make sense to do it today. That's all.
Listen, look, Suarez played. Yes, he played, and he botched it. Talk about the first half. Soccer Daddy doesn't want us to talk about the first half. Suarez botched the play in the first half, and I don't remember who was the person that passed it to him. I don't know if it was RDP or Casemiro, and it was one of the two. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's somebody else, but he totally fucking botched it.
So I got it here. In the first half, Berterame took 3 shots. How many were on target?
Well, I think one of them have to be because he hit. Okay, and then that was on the second half. Then
the second half is when he kicked it literally right at the keeper.
Yes.
And then he got the rebound and kicked it at the keeper again.
Yeah.
And then Messi got 2 shots, 1 on target, obviously because it's Messi. And then Luis Suarez got 1 shot, 0 on target. That's the one that he went.
Target. Yeah.
Got to finish, man.
So we did get the moment of him missing. And then not only did we get that moment, but we also got the moment of Gonzalo Lujan getting injured. And then instead of getting replaced by Caicedo, instead of getting replaced by some other center back, they move Ian Frey to the center back position and they bring on Facundo Mura, who was embarrassingly taken out of a game in the first half.
You know what? I want to apply for a press pass just so I can go in and ask him about Caicedo. I mean, after what you said about RDP, I doubt we ever get press passes now, but I would like to get him because you can't call the players bitches and then expect them to welcome you into the media room.
Well, I can't have an opinion.
No, that's not an opinion. That's an insult, sir. There's a difference.
I mean, it could be insulting if you find it insulting. That sounds like a you problem.
Who doesn't find being called that insulting?
I mean, look, maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. If you're not a bitch, then you don't think you're a bitch, right? If I call you a bitch and you're not a bitch, then you're going to be like, I'm not a bitch. But if you're a bitch and I call you a bitch, then of course you're going to be offended.
Well,
can you pick up my laminate?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm sure that's what. Yeah, because and maybe somebody's watching. Maybe Franco's watching. Somebody's watching. Somebody needs to ask, and maybe somebody will ask today because I think it's a question worth asking, and I don't think anybody's asked yet. Why isn't Caicedo playing? If you don't want him to start, which I think is dumb, but if you don't want him to start, fine. But if Mura played bad enough that you took him out before halftime last game, before halftime you removed him, and then you're putting him in instead of putting Caicedo, that makes no sense to me. Because at that point, you are eliminating our threat down the right side, which is Ian Frey. Right? He's the only one that fills in that right side when Messi moves centrally. You're eliminating
center back, though.
You're removing that. You should have put in Caicedo and kept Ian Frey down that right flank.
Technically, that's our best center back at this very moment. other than maybe Noah Allen. But the thing is, you can't play Noah Allen because Regilon's made out of pixie sticks. Okay? And then you can't trust Muda because this guy's the Tin Can Man from Wizard of Oz.
You know what's interesting? That Inter Miami is playing like they played before the World Cup. They're pushing numbers forward. Right? That's what they did before the World Cup break. They were pushing numbers forward. They're just out of sync. They can't connect. Like we can't seem to outscore the other teams because we're giving ourselves or the opposition the opportunities to beat us in transition.
I want to mention something here. Because Francisco's saying Allen gave up on the second goal. He gave his back to the score.
I agree.
I want you guys to go back.
I agree.
I want you guys to go back and watch that second goal.
He didn't attack that ball. He did what we do at the rec when we don't want to get hurt because we're not playing for the World Cup. So we kind of just like, oh shit, don't beat me with that ball. And then he kind of just jumped out of the way. But when you're getting paid to play, you got to attack that ball.
But you know what? Like 30 seconds before that, RDP and Motocito completely quit on the play. He's trailing the player, completely just quit. And Casemiro's further back. Casemiro's like, what? Run to play defense? No. Segovia was the only midfielder that kind of did like a semi-sprint. Casemiro was all the way in the back.
Rodrigo De Paul was
leaving it.
Rodrigo De Paul was over.
Don't give me that. No, you're gonna give me the fucking.
He was all over the pitch today.
You're gonna give me the heat sensors. Like, come on.
Today's not the day, man. Today's not the day. Now, I will tell you that Rodrigo De Paul. One criticism I've had of him is that defensively, I feel like he doesn't give full effort. But today he was all over the place, Chris.
Now it's my fault, according to Busan Dalint, because ever since I desecrated my wall, we've been playing awful.
Why would you paint it green?
Because I wanted to, bitch. I still have to put up the wooden pieces.
No, I'm a bitch too. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Everybody's getting lit. Everybody.
Oh, man. Go ahead. Start the first half. We haven't even talked about the first half.
No, we did start the first half. I basically covered the most important parts. Luis Suarez misses. Muda is in for garbage Lujan. And that's your halftime. 0-0. Boarfest.org.
How did you feel at half?
I didn't like it. It was one of the most boring, awful games.
Did you feel like we would win though?
No, because I felt like Toronto looked decent. I don't look soothed. I am a if you guys believe in the horoscopes, I'm an earth sign. I am earthy. This is my earth behind me.
You know, I honestly, when I got on here, because I've told you guys I don't plan rants, but I was like, there's a good chance that I'm gonna get myself riled up and I'm gonna end up ranting. And somehow Chris has been the one just you got me in a good mood with all your nonsense. Because I don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Because I'm hating on RDP and he's your idol. He's your favorite player of all time.
No, I call it how I see it, and today isn't the day.
So we end up starting the half. Second half comes.
Chat. And when it was halftime, we went in 0-0. You saw the way both teams played. Did you think that Miami was going to win? Because I thought Miami would still win. Like, I was like, okay, they're going to win. Like, the way this has gone is going to be an ugly game, but we'll get a messy magic at some point, and we'll win like 1-0. Like, it'll be an ugly game, but we're going to, because Toronto didn't look dangerous at all. And that's what I was thinking at halftime. You weren't thinking that?
No, because I felt like if Toronto looked decent, and Toronto is not,
but they didn't look decent. That's what I'm saying.
They looked like they were stringing things together, and I don't anticipate that at an away game in Miami against the players that we have.
Like a lot of people thought like Miami's gonna win this. Like because look, I'm sorry, I didn't think Toronto looked good. I didn't think we looked good. I thought we looked terrible also. But I was like, okay, we're both playing terribly. So what's gonna be the difference when two teams play bad? Well, guess what? We got Messi. That's gonna be the difference maker. And that was my thought process.
Danny,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting criticized by Manita saying RDP was not bad today. He had an assist. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do, guys.
Well,
We're gonna look at the score sheet. We're gonna be like, oh, RDP got the assist.
No, don't do that. You're hooked on the fact that the camera caught him arguing with somebody else, and that is true. He
arguing with 74 other people on Toronto FC.
But if it was Falcon with his stupid hair, you would be like, oh, I love that. I love it. Man, give me more of that.
But
Falcon, give me that all day. That's what you said last game. I love it.
But Falcon is gully.
What the hell does that even mean? How do you know he's gully? To me, he's just a little crybaby.
No, you know what? You're wrong.
Okay.
Sean Callahan asking a very good question here. Sean Baum, how many turnovers does RDP have? 74.
I don't know how many passes that didn't connect. I would assume that every pass that didn't connect is a turnover. But of the 88 passes that he attempted, he connected on 76 of them, so 12. 12 didn't connect. I would assume that some of those went, I don't know, out of bounds. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how many ended up in dangerous positions, but. And
then on top, but of course he's connecting with Casemiro on like 90 of them, and then you and I texted back and forth where he blew it outside out of bounds because he tried to hit one of the Toronto players like a clown, and he looked like an asshat trying to hit Mikhailovic. Now,
how many passes? Who do you think led the game in passes into the final third?
Well, I mean, I can't say Falcon because he had 3, and you said RDP had 6.
No, into the final third. Like it doesn't have to be a long pass. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a long pass. Falcon was second, which is disgusting. That's center back was the second. Yeah, he had 9. He had 9. Rodrigo De Paul had 17.
Yeah, and how many of those were accurate? Because I saw a couple that went all the way to the keeper.
Just telling you the facts, man.
I mean, I'm just telling you that Falcon was our most accurate midfielder.
Okay.
Oh, Kentil is saying in Jamaica, Falcon will be the gully god.
I don't like Falcon, man.
So second half starts, Danny. And in the second half, it starts off real terrible. Okay. And then on top of that, we have an injury from Regilon. You see that he's favoring his leg. It looks like he pulled a hammy on a long run, and he couldn't catch up to the ball. Most disappointing thing I'd seen. Immediately after that, announcers state that he went to the locker room and that Noah Allen was about to come in. And at the 59th minute, Josh Sargent scores a goal, assisted by Shalaway, right in front of Dane St. Clair. I mean, right in front of Dane St. Clair.
Wasn't that in front of Falcon? No, Falcon wasn't even in the play because that's when he went to
correct.
He went into to mark I don't know who in the midfield, which led to the transition ball.
Yes.
Yeah. So then he had everybody covering for him, and Sargent was kind of just off by himself, and that's when he made a touch to his left, and he curled it. And look, Sargent, I think up until now has been relatively a bust for Toronto. But he found a very little bit of space, and he got it through that space and curled it in. And when they showed it, the camera angle from behind the goal, St. Clair, I wish he would have gotten into it, but he did. His view was blocked. But
it wasn't in front of St. Clair.
No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't in front of.
He had a wall in front. He had a wall of defenders in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. And the ball kind of like squirted in between those two defenders. I forgot who it was, and he got to it late. I wish he would have gotten it, but that was a tough ball to get. It was perfectly hit.
Now,
but
why
Falcon, to me is the the most at fault for that.
Is he though? He opened up that space. So I do agree with you there. But as a midfielder, all the midfielders failed on that. All the midfielders. Why Casemiro is either all the way in the back or all the way in the front beats me, bro. Casemiro tried to cut it off, and you're late.
We're a couple games now into the Casemiro project. How are you feeling about Casemiro?
I'm done
already.
I'm done. My son, I'm sitting there watching with my son, and my son's telling me about all the bona fides that Casemiro has, this and that. Listen, I get it. Casemiro is a guy, gold card, played for a lot of other stuff, and he won trophies, blah, 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 blah. What are you doing right now for Inter Miami? What are you doing? You're not doing anything, Papa. So, I don't know. Regilon, get him out of here.
You see that?
You're about to get us blocked.
That right there is your boy Falcon.
Oh, of course, because he's playing Cam.
This is his man right there. You see that guy right there? That's his man.
Yes.
That's how that play begins.
Well, I mean, look, that's what when you don't have a midfield and you got Falcon playing Cam, hand down, man down.
I don't even know where the hell Noah Allen is. Oh, there he is.
Is there another moment that you could pause it to be able to see what exactly happened on that play? Because
okay, I'll show you another moment. Here you go. Look, we got this is Josh Sargent right here, and he's about to come down to that box. You got Falcon giving him his back, Noah Allen giving him his back. Nobody's aware that Josh Sargent is about to crash the box and receive that pass from Shallowy. Now, to their credit, I'm not going to press play because I don't want to get blocked. But they do react in time to almost cut it off. So he dribbles into the middle of the box and then curls it. But they basically gave him that entry pass.
Well, again, you had the only midfielders that were there, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and you're looking at it now, was Segovia and Casemiro. Casemiro was at the far right at that point. Then everybody hovers to the left. Casemiro's late on it. He doesn't defend it on time. And that ball, if I'm not mistaken, again, goes in between Ian Frey and Noah Allen. So if you're watching, that's exactly how it happened.
Yes.
Now, again, if you notice, the defenders are all throwing their hands up. What the hell? The only reason they're doing that is either because the goalie messed up or the midfield messed up. And in my opinion, watching that back, the midfield blew it.
I'll give you, because their next possession, they went and they scored again.
Yes.
Now,
they went and scored again.
I will.
And on that play, like I said, RDP quit.
Well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because let me see if you guys can see this.
Oh yeah.
So this is RDP in front of the guy with the ball.
The guy
has him against the sideline.
Yes.
And then he gets by Rodrigo de Paul anyway. And he blows by him.
Behind him is Casemiro, who doesn't do anything. Press play and get to like 3 seconds ahead, and you'll see he quit.
I'll try and then see.
No. Don't Don't show them. Press play and then press pause. Don't get us blocked by MLS. Okay, and then pause it, and you'll see he is 45 yards behind.
No, he's not that far back, but he is far back. So this is the guy that Rodrigo de Paul just got by, and that's him. And I paused it, but when I paused it, you can tell that he's starting to jog. Like he's no longer like actively trailing him. He's kind of taking his foot off the gas.
Segovia is on the gas because he sees that RDP as a quitter.
And then I press play again. This is the guy with the ball now. Right there. and that's Rodrigo De Paul over here.
Yeah.
So like
And
he kept
Casemiro's
progressing the ball, and he stopped running. So
Yeah.
I know, but that's always been my frustration with him is that defensively he kind of just gives up.
And look, Circus Fun, you're 1,000% correct on this, right? How did Suarez miss? The only excuse I can give him, but at the same time, his class should be better, is on the bounce when he received the ball, he couldn't control it and he just tried to one-time it and he didn't hit it right. But at the same time, you expect better from a world-class player.
And this goal, like I just watched it. I forgot how easy it looked for Toronto. He just
Oh,
dribbled the
yeah.
ball up. He laid it off to Mihailovic. Mihailovic comes and he just crosses it, and Falcon completely loses. Was it Shallowy that scores? So I forgot who it scores, but
It's Etienne. Derek Etienne.
Oh, that's right, because Shallowy almost scores, but St. Clair
Yes.
blocks it, but then it pops out to
Yes.
Etienne, and then he finishes it. Oh man, so frustrating. Because you know what the frustrating part of this is? That Toronto barely had any opportunities. These were the two chances they had, and they scored on both of them. That was it.
The worst part is that later on, they get to their water break, and they're going to make substitutions. I tell Danny, I'm like, they need to sub out the whole midfield, just everybody.
This part did frustrate me, dude.
Yeah.
Like instead of attacking the ball, he completely, and I paused it now, but he ends up just jumping and turning around.
Nobody wants to get hit in the balls.
He's not going to get hit in the balls. He might get hit in the ass, but he needs to attack that ball, man. I mean, easy for me to say, right? But still, come on.
Yeah. So substitutions are made, Danny. We thought they were going to clear the midfield, and they did a little bit. They took out Casemiro for Ayala at the 74th minute. They took out Suarez and they put in Delanois. And then they took out Segovia and they put in Pinter. So they stayed with RDP on the pitch so he can make his amazing pass and everybody could slob knob. And then we get to the goal in the 82nd minute.
You don't think that the young legs made a difference with their high press?
I think that they did because Delanois created a turnover, right? That
he also created a corner kick that they didn't give us.
Yes.
I mean, not that we guaranteed anything happens there, but we should have gotten that corner kick.
Something could have. The potential's there. But yeah, I mean, once you bring on the younger guys, and especially with tired legs on Toronto's side, for sure they're going to make a difference.
Yeah, and I thought that they could like review those corner kicks. Like I thought that was like a new rule this year.
I think that that's the only thing they don't review.
I thought that
is those out of bounds plays at the goal line.
I thought that was something that they did, and I was waiting for them to review it. And when I saw that they played on, I thought that was really weird. Let me tell you something, and I not to get too much into this, but when everybody keeps saying that Miami always gets like the benefit of the doubt or they get helped, like they don't watch Miami games because if they wanted to, they could have helped us out with that one.
Oh yeah.
And Circus One just said Nashville won, so the gap grows larger between us and Nashville. Nashville's gonna win the Supporter Shield.
I'll tell you, at the end, everybody gets their goal. Everybody gets their RDP assist. RDP lays down a lasered pass, through pass to Messi, and Messi takes it on the run and left-footed just passes it right past the goalkeeper, which was a beautiful pass by RDP. Much credit to RDP for his vision and his ability to make the pass. And of course, credit goes to the GOAT for making the shot.
Well, you know what's one way to beat Miami? Keep the ball off of Messi's feet.
Oh yeah. No, they played pretty good defense around him. They surrounded him.
Let's see. How many touches did Messi have this game?
Yeah,
Messi
and then look,
59 touches.
Circus Fun saying I think it was a fault on Messi in the box.
A foul?
A fault, yeah, foul.
I don't know which one you're talking about. I don't remember him getting fouls in the box.
Mike V said they don't review to give, but they will review to take away. That's funny because I think I do remember them doing that.
Interesting. Okay, so if they gave a
Yeah.
corner kick and they're like, okay, no, that shouldn't. Interesting. I have to look into that. Okay, that.
Sean is saying third game where the other team just had to muddle the midfield and win.
Muck it up, yeah.
Yeah, we got no wings.
Mm-mm.
We got no wings.
And we could like the whole Berterame Suarez up top, but I mean, neither one of them is going to give you any creativity out there.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you much out there. They're both going to crash the box, especially if it's Berterame out there.
Yeah.
We need Silbetti back. You know.
So I want to bring up first this question by Mike V. Are we going to ignore the fact that both Toronto goals went right by Dane St. Clair because he can't get to the ground fast enough? He's not as agile.
Well, the first one, I thought that it was, and look, and let me be very clear. I've said it a million times. I don't think we have a good keeper on the team right now. But he's yet to make blunders like Rocco. But anyway, I thought that first goal was difficult. Like that thing came out of it split between two Inter Miami players, and he saw it late. When you see the goal from that angle behind the goal, it was difficult. And then the second one, he did make a block. It's just that Etienne got the rebound and he buried it, and Noah Allen kind of jumped out of the way. So no, I wouldn't necessarily put those two on St. Clair. I wish he would have gotten to one of them, but I wouldn't put those on St. Clair.
Unacceptable.
Okay. You think Rocco would have stopped those?
Hold on, because the poll's not working.
Oh,
the poll's not. Wait. Oh no. It was working. Hold on.
St. Clair was winning. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's put it back. Let's put it back because it didn't update on my side.
Okay.
It didn't update on my side. Look at this. Mike V says on the first one, Dane St. Clair flopped like a baby deer.
Okay. Game's over. We lose. I thought that. You know what? I tell you one thing, and chat can. I'll ask the chat if they agree. When Ian Frey cleared the ball off the line and it didn't go 3-0, I almost went on the Hard Rock app to bet a draw. Because at that point, I was like, oh, we're about to tie this game. That's what I felt was about to happen. And why the hell did we have that break? Was it a hydration break in like the 87th minute? I've never seen a hydration break that late. Is that what happened?
No, that wasn't I didn't see a hydration break.
There was a break. When we got on it, after we scored the first goal and we were attacking, all of a sudden there was like a 60-second
That was
break.
the goalie break because the goalie got injured.
Was that what
Remember,
it was?
that's when the goalie got hit on the chest?
Was that what it was? Because all of a sudden I saw the game stop, and I was like, what just happened? Because I felt like we were on their ass, and then all of a sudden that stopped. A Toronto guy was the goalkeeper faked an injury. He did fake an injury, by the way.
No, he did. He got blasted at the chest.
No, he didn't, man.
He got blasted in the chest.
He
lost his. He probably lost his capacity to breathe.
You know, and I know that a lot of people call Inter Miami sore losers, but I think in football in general and soccer in general, I think I would be a very poor loser. And not because I can't lose, because I'm okay with losing. That's fine. But I think I would get really freaking pissed off if people start faking injuries. I think I'd be one of those guys that grabs them by the shirt and tries to lift them up.
Yeah.
I think I'd be tempted to hit somebody. Like I would get really pissed off if I'm losing and I'm busting my ass to make a comeback and they start faking injuries. Like, oh my God, I think that would enrage me because I get enraged just watching it at home. I can't imagine being on the pitch.
Well,
so losing sucks, yes, but doing that really would frustrate me.
I mean, I'm calling it.
Sean Conahan absolutely got it on the money. I'm okay with losing. I'm used to it.
Yeah, he's a Jets fan, so of course
100%.
He's completely accustomed to that. I mean, I'm calling everybody a bitch, so I'd be pretty upset about it as well.
No, that whole faking injuries thing, man, that thing drives me crazy in this sport. Diving and then doing that, man, that frustrates me so much.
Guys, the polls are still open. Okay, make your vote now because within the next 60 seconds, the poll will close.
All right.
Oh, look at your cheating, bro. I can't believe you. Does your vote count?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it counts.
Yeah. All right. So, standouts. Who stood out to you today?
I mean, do I have to answer that?
I mean, today I think was at least I think we can name somebody today. I mean, I think the Philadelphia game was a lot worse than this one, even though we drew that one.
Messi stood out to me.
Okay. Messi?
Yeah, Messi stood out to me. I can't believe you guys.
Rodrigo De Paul stood out to me.
Oh, no. You're ridiculous. You know who else stood out to me is all you clowns in the chat. 71% of you clowns picked St. Clair. 29% of you are real grinders like Falcons. Real gully.
Ian Frey also. Okay.
Yeah, Ian Frey for sure.
All right. Que pena.
Que pena goes to Hoyos. Hoyos gets my que pena.
For what?
Hoyos gets my que pena because he starts Lujan and Falcon when he could have been able to start Caicedo, right?
True.
Go at it a little differently. He sees that we're having struggle with pace on the sides. You know, bring Beterame in for Suarez later on if Suarez is not on it, right? And have some of the young guns hit the wings, okay? And then to bring in Mura after injuries, no way, dude.
Chandler saying the subs, the young guns, came out and made a difference.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Que pena goes to Casemiro. Should we? I think we can have like a whole show on Casemiro.
Yes.
You know what? And how many times did I say I didn't want it? And everybody's like, "Oh, but world class, world class."
Oh, it's Casemiro.
So I was like, "All right, and I did the same thing last year with Rodrigo De Paul. I said, we don't need him. Everybody's like, world class. You're gonna see. I said, all right, let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Right.
Hoyos gets my que pena. So I'm assuming Casemiro gets your que pena. What? I can't call players that play on my team the B word?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know what, Berterame?
Well, I saved the comment here.
Berterame went back to Mascherano Berterame. I don't know what happened. Because when Hoyos took over, Berterame kind of found a little bit of form. Even though it's kind of poacher goals, all of them, right? Tap-ins and stuff. But Berterame is just frustrating, man. He gets opportunity and he always blows them. Always blows. Like, I'd like to go see a highlight reel of his goals. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can go back and watch a highlight reel of his goals and see which one was like a legit, like, oh, great goal, Berterame.
Yeah.
Because from what I remember, they're all just little tap-ins because he just is just bad. He's coming off a head injury. And that's why, no, I'm not going to calm down. I'm not going to calm down. You know what happened? You ever seen Rookie of the Year, Chris?
Yes, it's one of the best movies of all time.
Right, when like the kid messes up his elbow and he's throwing like a madman, but then he falls and then he goes back to normal.
Yes.
But something happened to Berterame where all of a sudden he started scoring goals. And then they assassinated him, and then he just went back to old Berterame.
Yeah.
That's what happened. So don't tell me to calm down because he's just back to being old Berterame. The assassination just completely ruined him.
It is just one game, though, Danny.
Oh, well, we needed this game. And
Man
you know
of
we're playing next week?
I believe we're playing against, I don't know.
Montreal. Yeah, the team that I keep.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you if we lose to both Canada teams, we're cooked?
And they won last game. They drew this game, Montreal. And you know what? And that Montreal, when we beat them last time, we should have drawn with them. That was the game when Raku came out and he basically gave Prince Owusu an open net, and Prince Owusu missed it anyway. But we almost drew against them last time. And I hate Alexis Sanchez so much. I wouldn't be surprised if he drops like 8 on us at this point.
That would be so bad. Embarrassing. Now, man of the match other than Messi, and I saved the comment. I don't know what happened to it. Mike V put it in the chat, and I saved it, but then it's not there anymore.
Rodrigo De Paul.
No, the cameraman that got Jordi Alba in the stands. Jordi Alba was at the stadium watching, and they panned to him. Oh, I almost destroyed my whole computer. And they panned to him right after Reguilón blew his Achilles or his hammy. How embarrassing is that?
Reguilón is always injured, dude. I feel so bad for that guy. Like, it's got to be very frustrating to, like, this is my career, and then you just can't help it. You're just always injured.
Yeah.
And Jordi Alba has so much left in the tank, man. I'm so surprised he ended up deciding to retire.
There has to be something there, dude. Like,
well,
something happened.
Supposedly it was something there with Luis Suarez, possibly, or with Mascherano. Yeah. Are you? Go ahead.
Kata says, "Man of the match is the ball for existing." In Wade County, I take Jordi Alba right now with dress shoes. You were going to ask something?
Vault Messi said Nashville came back down 2-1 in the 90th minute to win 3-2. I can't wait to watch that when we do our weekly recap for MLS.
You were going to ask something?
I forgot. Once I saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ. You know what's funny?
That's a good question.
He wasn't coming back. You know what's funny?
What?
Xavier's asking, Danny, do you think there will be a transfer before September 2nd? If there's a time to start losing and having bad performances, it's right now to kind of put pressure for another move to happen before September 2nd. But I don't know if it will. You know what I find funny? And then we can close that out with this, I guess. That so many people say, oh, Messi's teammates, they fucking suck so much. Nashville has players that you would never recognize.
Yeah.
Never recognize. And they're balling. Like it's the coach, in my opinion. It's the players that they put on this team. You don't need the big names. You don't. You don't need Casemiro.
No.
Like, what was the point of bringing Casemiro? Like, it's cool. I really enjoyed watching him when he was in Real Madrid. But what was the point of that? He's not selling jerseys. Like, people aren't like breaking the bank to buy their Casemiro. Like, who the hell's buying a Casemiro jersey? You might see 1 or 2 in the stadium, but ain't nobody breaking the bank to buy a Casemiro jersey. So it wasn't the jersey sales. Was it just because it's the big name? Like, what are we doing right now? Like, feel the need. Build this roster to win. Because that's not what they're doing right now. Look, I'm never going to pretend to know more football than David Beckham or even, again, Hoyos, because they've been playing and coaching football all their lives, watching football all their lives. So I'm not going to pretend to do that. But I feel like there's some things that are kind of simple and straightforward. Even people that are new to the sport like you, that have only been watching it for 4 or 5 years at this point. Like, even you can see. The midfield, okay, yeah, maybe not world class, but it wasn't necessarily where we were having the biggest issues. Yannick Bright was doing a serviceable job. Rodrigo De Paul was finally playing well with the freedom to push up. Segovia was playing well.
Yeah.
Where did we lack? We lacked in the wings. We lacked a center back. And obviously goalie. We didn't address any of those issues. We decided to go ahead and get another midfielder. And then when you look at the way the team plays, if you're going to get a midfielder, why wouldn't you get one with some pace? Why wouldn't you get one that can defend in transition? One that can connect balls consistently, because that's never been Casemiro's game. I told you that. He is a better version of Yannick Bright, a world-class version of Yannick Bright. I never expected him to give us Busquets. I never expected him to build up out of the back, to get balls into the final third. That's never been his game. That's not what he does well. He had Modric and Cruz in front of him. So he didn't have to do that. And then all of a sudden we expect him to do that? Like, what was the point of getting Casemiro in here? Now, maybe he turns it around. Maybe he plays better. But even if he plays better, again, it wasn't the biggest need. So when we're building this team, why not look at the roster for what we need instead of the players that are available? Because that's what they're doing. They're not looking for what does this roster need. They look, what players are available? Oh, I recognize that name. Let's fit them in here. How about we look at what we need first and fill it? And guess what? You could probably even fill it with some players in MLS.
Decent names too. Wingers.
Joveljic just got sold from KC to Seattle.
Oh,
that would have been a great striker to have. He's a baller. Yeah, maybe he won't start for Real Madrid. Maybe he won't play for Barcelona. But guess what? In MLS, he'll put up 15 to 20 goals.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's talent here. You don't have to go to Argentina. You don't have to go look for the former Real Madrid or Barcelona players. Like, who's building these rosters?
We could have got Monongu.
Boanga.
He's a no.
Oh,
not
Georgie.
Boanga.
Yeah. I mean, down the wing. Yeah, he would look good down the wing also. Look at Philly. Francisco said, look at Philly. Like, there's talent. Like, who is looking out for these players? Again, they're not looking for what the roster needs. They're looking to see what big names are available. That's what they're doing. Yeah. And that's not how you win. Yes, Messi can carry us. But at some point, we're going to have to stop putting everything on Messi's back. He's not getting any younger. Somehow he's still playing great. But you're going to make him wear out because we're putting way too much on Messi.
I mean, Mikhail had to leave Houston and go to Brazil before we traded for him.
Yeah, look, we could have gotten him from Houston. And you know what? Thank you, one more one goal. Chris Henderson. He got us Kamal Miller. That's probably the best center back we've ever had.
Yes. Historically.
He got us oh my God, I'm blanking on number 10 before Messi. Pozuelo. He got us Pozuelo. And I'm not saying we have to get MLS talent. I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying.
Could have gone Kai Kamara.
But why are you just looking for the big names if they don't fit? If they don't fit, then they don't fit, and let them move on. That's all I got.
Yeah. And Sean Callahan saying how we miss Hendo. I don't know if right now is the best time because Atlanta is kind of yucky.
No, but you know what? He had a broader vision of what he was looking for.
And bring Miller and Negri back, says Soccer Daddy. I don't know if you guys saw on the Wednesday game for Houston, Negri had a monster laser. And then the commentary is like, oh, who would have known that you had to be worried about Negri? I'm like, we knew.
Mm-hmm.
We knew you had to be worried about Negri. And Sean is saying we have 2 buyouts still.
Sub V said Messi hasn't been good this season. Messi's been great this season.
Yeah,
Messi is he's only behind Peter Musa for Golden Boot. And that's that he hasn't played all the games.
Busan Dalin saying we're playing Cruz Azul for a trophy in 3 weeks. Oh, imagine we get that 1 game quitter and we don't win the trophy. Go ahead, Danny.
No, yeah, I saw I don't know if that game is included in our season ticket package because I think
it's not. You have to pay for them.
Oh, then do I have to opt out?
I think you do.
Because I didn't see anything about opting out, but I think I saw those tickets in my thing. I don't want to go to that. If I have to pay for it, I don't want to go to that thing.
No, you're done. You already paid for it.
No, I'm gonna hit up my rep. I don't want to pay for that thing. I don't want to go to that
you're
game.
Done.
It's like a Wednesday game for a made up trophy. I don't want a Wednesday game for a made up trophy. I don't want to see that.
Well, you already got seats.
If it's included, I'll go. But if it's not included, I don't want to go to that thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the Carolina Cup either. The Carolina Cup. It's the Carolina Cup. We had to grind for that one.
I'll end you guys with this. Happy 6-year anniversary to the first victory in Inter Miami history. On August 22nd, 2020, Inter Miami at home in a closed down stadium beat Orlando City 3-2. So for those of you that wanted to play a little trivia, August 22nd, 2020 was when Inter Miami won their first ever game in franchise history.
You want to do some trivia, like 3 minutes worth of trivia before we go?
Julian Carranza, by the way, was the one that scored that first goal there. I can't remember who scored the second one, but Julian Carranza scored the first one.
Nice.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you if you want to do it, because I know you had that list lined up. Sub V saying, I hope we get Mbappe. Okay.
I mean, we might get him in 10 years. How old is Mbappe at this point? 26, 27?
Mike V's cardboard cutout.
So did mine. Let's see if I can pull up that picture.
Campana goal? No, Campana wasn't on the team at
here.
that time.
He wasn't here, I think.
But did he score a goal like this week? Because I haven't seen him starting recently.
Oh, here it is. Boom. Boom. There I am.
Maybe Mike V is somewhere there.
Is that you, Mike V? Are you next to me?
I think that might be Mike V. I think, is that you, Mike V? That's you, Mike V.
My spirit was at the game. So that was the first ever Inter Miami win in franchise history. FIFA highlights said new stadium is cursed.
New England plays tomorrow against NYCFC. So, and Campana, from what I understand, hasn't been back from his injury.
Minita, does anyone know if Dibu signed with anyone? He hasn't yet. He's still in Aston Villa, I believe.
No, Mike V says it's not him.
And the master said, they're pretty sure he's linked with Juventus. Supposedly that's falling through. He's not going to go to Juve anymore.
Oh, jeez. Jesus, he's saying Ayala should be our number 5. Get out.
No, that should be Yannick Bright.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do your trivia before we get out of here.
No, I'm not doing trivia. I said you have a list of the trivia. Remember that day that we were finishing off an episode?
I'd have to find it and pull it up. Forget it, because I wasn't ready for that.
We'll do that next time when we talk about Montreal.
Well, on Monday we're gonna get back on here. Maybe we'll have a guest. We'll see.
Yuck.
We're
gonna have to hit Andy up.
Andy?
There's no final thoughts. Yeah, Andy.
Oh yeah, but the game's on Saturday, so that would be like a Thursday show.
Yeah, I guess.
Monday.
You think we should get somebody in the potosphere and bring them on?
I was gonna see if I get somebody that's calling the game next week.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't tease that, because then everybody's gonna expect like freaking Taylor Twellman or like
Taylor Twellman's not calling Miami versus Montreal.
Well, I don't think so.
No. All right. Did anyone get a hold of Messi bobblehead? What? They were giving out bobbleheads today?
What?
Sub V, don't do that to me. I'll be upset.
You're a liar, Sub V. You're a liar.
Hey, at least we're not.
If
Seattle.
there was a bobblehead, I'm burning that place down.
Seattle, the dude from the MLS show. No, not him. Although I think he would be great also.
Hold on. Sub V is saying no Michelob Ultra one. There's a Michelob Ultra bobblehead. Hold on. Michelob.
Why is this slump happening? This is an interesting question, and we've already gone over an hour and 13 minutes, so I'm sure this is what we're going to get into on Monday. And I'm sure we'll have a guest, either somebody from another Inter Miami podcast or a guest or somebody. But we'll get somebody to talk about this slump, because I do want to look a little deeper into this, because it can't be a coincidence. At first, I thought that. What?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I got a bug. I got a fly here.
At first, you thought what?
At first, I thought that it was the injuries, right? Messi, all of a sudden, he couldn't play, and Suarez was suspended. But the last 3 games against Nashville, Philly, and now Toronto, the team just looks out of sync. So, on Monday, that's probably what's going to be the main topic of conversation, is just what the heck is going on. So that's what we're talking about Monday, and that's it. Do I sign off, Chris, or you got something?
I was trying to see if I can download this picture of this bobblehead. And I mean, it looks kind of terrifying, to be perfectly honest.
Where did you see it?
I saw it on eBay. They're selling it on eBay for $69.
People are ridiculous, man.
There's actually life-size bobbleheads, like a whole person size.
I got you.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna share my screen. Don't worry about it. I found it.
It's not even like an Inter Miami jersey. It's like a stupid ass Michelob Ultra jersey.
Yeah. I'm gonna share right now. Hold on. So we'll end it with the bobblehead. Here it is. Blacata. So there it is.
I mean, look at it in the box. It's terrifying.
Because they made him smile. They shouldn't have made him smile. Oh, it's not that bad.
I mean, there's no way that that's real. Him with his leg on top of a box of Michelob Ultra holding a can of beer.
Why not?
There's no way that that's a real bobblehead. That I believe.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
But like him posted up like a captain of a sailing
Captain
ship.
Morgan?
He is the captain of a sailing ship with a cold brew, Michelob Ultra. I wouldn't even consider that one of his top 10 beers.
I don't like beer.
I hate beer too, but like Michelob Ultra is not, it's not qualifying our top 10. You think it's going to make Messi's top 10 beers?
You think Messi drinks beer?
Well, I think he mentioned that he drinks like Sprite with like what is this, like champagne or whatever the fuck he did, like did a little mix.
Yeah. He said that it gets him toasty a little quicker.
Yeah, I mean he's not drinking fucking beer. I mean maybe he's a beer drinker. I don't
know. Oh, he was calling the game today in Spanish. McHaley.
I wish I would have been a part of that episode, but
yeah, no,
my location had something else to say about that.
All right, I gotta go. My kids are waiting. I gotta put my kids to bed. It's almost midnight. These kids are still running around like they run the place. Chris, I hate you. I think you started the show by calling everybody a B. But you know what? You put me in a better mood because I was ready to rant, and that got me in a better mood. So we are done with this. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. This is probably the worst run we've had since Messi came. We have to compare it because last year we had a bad run also back in like April and May. I have to look back to see how many games we lost back then because this is probably the worst run we've had since Messi's era began. But we'll talk about that more on Monday, and we'll have a guest. I don't know who it's going to be yet, but it'll be somebody, and I'm sure we'll have a good time. So make sure you join us for that. And then on Monday morning, make sure you check out our MLS recap because we recap all the games from the weekend. So that's always fun also.
And on Monday night, Miami FC plays against Charleston Battery.
Okay, yeah, sure. Because we cover USL on the soccer show also.
Yeah.
A little bit. Then you guys do longer shows. How much longer do you want? It's an hour. This is probably the longest show we've done ever.
It's not ever. I think we've done longer ones.
No, I think we did almost 2 hours once by accident. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try to keep it under to an hour. But regardless, appreciate everybody hanging out with us. And we'll be back on Monday night. So until the next one, have a good one.